Okay, right, so is local madman Mr. PSX here, and we're going to be looking at some save files. PS1 save files through my PS2 card, which has backups of most of them. Reaching the end here. Now, this file, even though it shows up as the first one, oldest, it's not the first one to actually be here. Anyway, that's the PAL Crash 1, 100%. Nice. NHL 99 rasters, whatever file was that. That's the game settings, IS seasons. Hugo 2 PAL, that's the main game save. Porsche Challenge, V Rally 2 custom tracks, that one. My complete driver save file, those have things. Driver 2 main game save, that one. Soundscope, that's the PS1 CD player visualizer. Donald Duck Quack Attack, the Nordic one. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, skateboarding. That's the PAL game. And yes, it says THPS still. Monsters Incorporated, that's the Scare Island. NASCAR 2000. Tomorrow Never Dies, that's the NTSCU one, if I recall. Yes, the Japanese Crash one. That's a PAL English Tomorrow Never Dies, if I recall. That's Japanese Crash 2. That probably is the NTSCU Vanishing Point that I have as a CDR. That's the first Hugo game. That's the Danish-Finnish variant main game. Formula 199, that's the Nordic release. And yes, it shows up as the settings save, even though it has everything. Formula 197. Now that's done with the version 1.1. That's the Japanese Tomorrow Never Dies, was it? Formula 1 2001. Ridge Racer. The OG. The Italian Job. That's the PAL English. That's the German Tomorrow Never Dies. That's the French one. 007 Racing, that's the settings file and the main game file. PAL ones, if I recall, PAL English. Medal of Honor. And yes, due to a bug, it goes to 99. That's the PAL English. Hugo 2 settings file. That's my American Crash 1 save. That's Lupin the Third, Chateau de Cagliostro, Saikai. Fun game. Ridge Racer Turbo Mode. Data. Ridge Racer Type 4. Reboot. PAL English. That's the American 007 Racing right there. That's the American The World Is Not Enough. That's the French The World Is Not Enough. Rayman 2, that's the PAL game. The one with English, French and was it Italian? Formula 1. That's the 1995 one. That's the V1.0 game. Revision. Medal of Honor Underground. Again, PAL English. That's the Japanese driver. Undercover save complete. And yeah, that number sequence, it's the total amount of played missions with number of unique missions. That did count the tutorial as one. 78 total when you play 3 times and 45 unique. Formula 1 2000. That's the English Finnish variant. Everything. That's the PAL vanishing point, if I recall. Spyro the Dragon. That's that. There's Spyro 2. Japanese driver score save file. That's the PAL English one. Driver 2 settings save includes secret cars, all the game settings, secrets and such. I recommend you have that one for that game, as you can load it way faster than the undercover and you get the desired settings as well. Gran Turismo Japanese car settings, PAL car settings, Jammer Lamy main game, that one. Gran Turismo 2 replay file, that was the PAL one. That's, if I recall, the PAL Gran Turismo 2 main save. Yes, the Japanese Spyro the Dragon Ripto kick. There's the Spyro 3. That one contains both V1.0 and V1.1 saves. There's V-Rally 2, that's the main game. Colin McRae Rally 2.0 game settings. That's championship progress. There's Rayman 2 again. That's the NTSCU game that I have as a CDR with Paradox Crack intro on it. That's a prototype. The World Is Not Enough, if I recall. That's PAL CTR main game. Hugo 1, yes, Danish Finnish variant settings file with my nice high scores. CTR, that's a prototype game, NTSCU prototype, which means I cannot have the final game save here. It's similar enough that it wants to overwrite that one, and I had that one first. So Formula 198, that's the PAL v1.1 save. GT2 replay file, that's the Japanese one if I recall. Formula 1 1995 v1.1 game save. Gran Turismo replay PAL 1 if I recall. Gran Turismo game data, main game PAL 1. There's the Japanese replay data and the Japanese main game. Formula 198 PAL v1.0 game. There's the American Formula 198 Championship Motocross featuring Ricky Carmichael. That's the 1990 something 8 game. Hard as balls. I have that one as a CDR. Same with that one. Toka Touring Cars 2. That's another hard as balls game. As all Codemasters driving games. Crash Bandicoot 2. That's either the PAL final game or the PAL prototype one. Near final. Can't recall. That's PAL Crash 3. That's the American Crash 2 if I recall. And that's another prototype. Crash 2 American. And that's again either the PAL final or PAL prototype. Gran Turismo 2 main game Japanese. Ah yes, one of my greatest, two of my greatest achievements. That's the American Crash 1 0% save. That's the Stormy Ascent completion file. And yeah, that's the American one, that's the European one. There's no Japanese one because reasons. Seek out that series for more info on that. That's my Colin McRae Rally 2.0 v1.1 driver file. The other two files were v1.0 files to be exact, and no driver file since it shows up corrupted with PS2 for whatever reason. 007 Racing Settings, that's the American file. That's PAL The World is not enough. PAL English. Medal of Honor. Did I mention the other Medal of Honor was the NTSC-U one? Probably not. It was. That's the PAL English. PAL. That one too goes to 99. Freaking bugged. Crash 3. What was that? Pocket Station file. Crash Anywhere. Backup. That's Japanese Crash 3 right there. And that's the American Crash 3. And Italian Who Wants to Be a Millionaire 2nd edition. And that's the UK variant 2nd edition. German variant 2nd edition. And the German 3rd edition. And that's all the files. Sons of you. And all my demo disc downloads for games that I have. I have the ones not downloaded that I do not have. Includes both Japanese and PAL discs. And I have more games than there are saves for, but not all of them utilize a memory card. Like Doom, Final Doom, Hugo Black Diamond Fever, all the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire first editions, and all the juniors that I have. And was there any more? Can't think of any offhand. Probably not. Then there are some that use both of those. I have the memory card file. Was there more than Crash 1? I recall there is, but can't recall if there was any more. But yeah, those were the PS1 files that I have at the moment. Nice files with achievements. No, you cannot have any. Play your own. Might go over my PS2 files someday. Yes, this local madman Mr. PSX out of here. Goodbye, sirs, and all that jazzy stuff for now.